I can say that it's been a minute since I made a YouTube video, but when you're working, going to school, and doing a lot of art vending like I've been doing, sometimes difficult to have time making videos on YouTube. But enough about all that. What's good, YouTube? It's been a while. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brent. I'm back in the YouTube world providing you all a good, positive, informative video. Hope you all having a good day. And as you can see, I got that tree of life on me. Got that tree of life in copper, baby. I recommend y'all getting some copper and everything because you know what, it does good for the health. But let's get straight to the point. It seems to me that we have men out there who believe they got all the followers and all the money. They thinking that they're experts of masculinity. They're thinking that they're experts of manhood. And you can say that this video is more like a part 2. In my previous video, I made a video talking about that being less of a man is BS. And I will put that video in my description. And I would recommend you fellas and whoever's watching it to watch that video first and then watch this video that I'm currently recording. So that way you can understand where I'm coming from. I said that it's very important to study etymology. And for those who don't know what etymology is when you study the origin of words. Many people believe that etymology is not important because words change over time. And although that is true, but I don't mean the fact that you ignored the beginning, because if that's the case, then etymology will not even exist. So it's like I said, you have fellas out there who got a lot of followers, got the status, got the money, and they think they're experts of men. Most of them, they would say things like, you're not a provider if you're not a man. Or they say something like, if you don't provide, you're less of a man. And I always say that I find that BS because you are already a man the moment you hit puberty. And a lot of times you got gentlemen out there who hear these men talking and it gets to them mentally. And you see why, a lot of men suffer in this day and age because, every day they wake up, they're trying their best to, better themselves. But they can't better themselves when you got a lot of men out there who are not telling people what they need to hear. Just want to tell them stuff like, hey man, you're not a man if you don't provide. Now I heard this YouTube channel guy, he was saying that if you don't provide, you a boy. And every time when I hear men talk like this, they just acting like a bunch of sissies in my personal opinion. Because if you are a type of guy that's trying to give advice for men who wants to better themselves, saying all that, those say they less of a man, bro, it's pathetic. If you remember this movie, I don't know if y'all watched this movie, but it was from a medieval movie called The Angry Black Woman. And apparently the ex-wife got kicked out of the house on the anniversary. The bald head guy, I don't know his name, he kicked his wife out and brought in a new girl. And then as the movie went on, his homeboy shot him, put him in the hospital, and that new girl that he was with left his ass. You know why? Because that new woman that he was walking with only want him because he had all the money, all the resources. But she was never there when he was got injured. But guess who was there for him? The wife that he kicked out on their anniversary. And I just want to let you know, gentlemen, there are ladies out there who say they want a man that want to provide. And there's nothing wrong with providing. The problem with that is, though, is that a lot of people believe that a man is just a man that provides. They ignore the fact that a man has character. And then let's just say if men are just known for providers, let's say that man cannot provide no more. That same woman that she was with, the same woman that man was with is gonna leave that man because he can't provide. So she gonna decide she gonna be with the new man that's gonna provide. And if that man cannot provide, it's on to the next man. If the next man cannot provide, on to the next man. You get the memo? But a woman that really loves you will not care if you're not providing. Let's say if you're doing what you gotta do and something happened to you, if that woman's there for you when you are going down or when you on down here mode and she want to see you successful, That's what a good woman would be about. That's the type of woman that you want to get with. But this isn't about getting with a woman. It's about addressing certain things. And I will tell you, fellas, always work on your character. When you work on your character, not only the fact that a woman is going to see who you really are, but it's also going to make you feel good as yourself. Because you can be a provider, but if you don't got intelligence, what's going on? You can be a provider, but you don't have confidence in yourself. You can provide, but you're not attracted to it towards yourself. You can provide, but your health is on point. You see what I'm saying? But the thing with that is, though, fellas, just realize this. Imagine if we didn't have money. Imagine if you cannot provide for money. What can you do? Because a lot of time with men online who talk like this, say, hey, you're not a man if you ain't provide, it all have to do with finances. And if you do your research, I believe $2.9 trillion of stocks wiped out a few days ago. It wiped out. Just like Microsoft, when Microsoft got hit, a lot of jobs were acting up, a lot of vehicles were acting up, certain jobs were messing up. So just imagine if we had something like that again and start affecting the bank account. Then what? Them same men that going around here talking like this, they will remain silent. Because that's all they didn't know. I got the money. I got the status and all the followers. If that same thing that happened to Microsoft came at 10 times, I guarantee you they'll lose their goddamn minds. And going back to the whole etymology of the word provide. Provide means to prepare yourself. It means to prepare yourself for the future, foresight. So ask yourself this question, gentlemen. What do you see yourself in the future? How do you view yourself in the future? What do you want your future to look like for you? And then another thing with that is, when you look at the real etymology of the word provide, it has nothing to do with a man providing. They don't say, well, according to etymology of the word provide means a man's job. It don't say anything about a man. It don't say anything about masculinity. It don't say anything about that. But yet, you got a lot of these men out there who going around here talking all this pandering shit, going around saying words that they do not even understand. This is why I always tell you, gentlemen, to not only focus on building your character, but also start studying on your own, so that way you can see beyond the lie. When you start to study and when you start to educate yourself, you can see beyond the illusions. That's why it doesn't bother me, because when every time I hear a man talk that way, I be like, this man obviously don't know what etymology is. This man don't even understand that provide has nothing to do with a man providing his resource to his family or a child. A family, my wife, you already know. But again, though, there's nothing wrong with providing, but the problem with that is that a lot of men who panders got people thinking that men are known just to provide. And it's more than just that. It is more than just that. And I'm here to let y'all know, fellas, that always focus on your character. Do not allow no man that's pandering or any other woman shaming you that you're less of a man. Because the only time you're a man is when biology hits you. When you grow up from a baby to a boy, to a pre-teenager, to a teenager, to adult, that is when you are already a man. Not if you can't provide $60,000 or $80,000 every year. You are already a man the moment you hit puberty. And the problem with that is you got a lot of people who are run off based off of emotions. Then when you try to tell these type of stuff, they don't want to listen. You know, when you go on their comment section, a bunch of men who like to pander talk like this, you know, there are a bunch of girls that say, hey, you know, that's a real man. I need a man like that, though. But they always say, actions speak louder than words. Them same women that's on them comment sections talking about that's a real man right there, 10 out of 10, they don't want a man like that. You got to understand the time we live in. We live in times where we have feminism, equality. You have a lot of ladies out there who wants to hold on power, who don't be told what to do. So if you have women who wants to rebel and they talking about they want a man like that, please. I tell you the type of man they want to deal with. The men out there who ain't got shit together. And that's another thing, gentlemen. Even though I said that provide does not make you a man, does not mean you be lazy and don't do nothing. Because you gotta make yourself out of that. Not because, oh, you're a man. It's because you don't want to be that man who's don't got nothing for himself. When you got something for yourself, it make your life a whole lot better. So like I said before, them same ladies be in the comment section, they get with men who ain't got shit for themselves. So it's like they complain about men who got them shits together, who don't got their shit together. They go to that comments to where they say, oh, that's a real man. And that's the case, then don't you think that most women would find a man like that? But they're not gonna find a man like that because apparently they are so stuck in the mindset where they're so used to men that don't got shit together. When they see a man like that, though, they end up avoiding that man. And that's another thing right there. It's like relationships can be a lot better if a woman decide to get with a man that got his shit together. I guarantee you, if a woman got with a man that got his ish together, everything would be so smooth. But we live in a time where a lot of women say that, hey, I don't want a man because he's not providing. Listen, women need a man that's more than just provide. What about character? Does he inspire you to become the better version of yourself? Apparently not. But they, oh, he don't want to provide. But let's see if the table will turn. Let's say that a man say, you know what? I don't want a woman because she don't want to submit. So now you gonna have this back and forth thing. And although this whole provide and submit is subjective, because even you look at the etymology word submit, it has nothing to do with a woman submitting to a husband. Submit means to submit authority, basically. And just like I said before, people have a habit of saying words that has nothing to do with what's going on. And I just want to summarize. It's not going to be a long video and everything, but I just need to say all this because I'm tired of seeing men suffer. I'm tired of seeing men going through a lot mentally, saying that, oh, well, you know, if I can't provide, I feel less than. Nah, bro, you're not less of a man at all, period. Now, my thing with that is, though, when we're out there grinding or out there working, we are basically using our masculine energy. But just because we use our masculine energy a lot, doesn't make us feel that we're less of a man. You can work as many times you want and you're still a man. You know why? Because of biology. Again, do not allow these men on these platforms tell you that you're less of a man. As a matter of fact, I encourage you all, whoever watches this video, if you spot a man on social media talking like that, and I might do you something like Derek Jacks, Yala the Awakening, Chris Perry, and etc. These are the type of men that you want to avoid at all times. And I would say, gentlemen, you start listening to me more often because guess what? If you start listening to me, I guarantee you, your life gonna be a lot better. Not only that, though, you will feel at ease with your mind. So that way, okay, someone hit you with that BS, okay, you realize the fact that, hey, that's not true. What you're saying is your opinion. You don't come with the facts. And sometimes it's not best to argue with people like that because when their mind's all made up, what can you do? Not a damn thing. All they're gonna do is just gonna spit out their emotions, rah, 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 thinking they right when reality they damn wrong. So, I hope this video helps y'all guys out. If you find this video very interesting, a like, a subscribe will be highly appreciated for your guy. And again, I do apologize. You know, I've been busy and I know I haven't made a video for a while, but I would do my best, you know, to make videos more often, consistently. Cause like I said, you know, when it comes to school, working, and doing art and vending event, man, it's just a lot out of your guy. So, hope you guys having a good day. Have a good Saturday. Peace.